this Wall Street Journal poll is right up your alley. The share of people who say they have a good chance of improving their own standard of living fell to 25%. Just 25% of Americans believe they have a good chance of improving their standard of living. It's a record low in surveys dating back to 1987. 42% say they strongly or somewhat disagree that they can improve it. More than 3/4 of those polled say they lack confidence that life for the next generation will be better than their own life. I mean, that's amazing. 78%, nearly 80% of Americans do not feel confident that life for our children's generation will be better than it was for us. That is just depressing. And then 70% of Americans believe that the American dream, that if you work hard, you will get ahead, no longer holds true or never did. The highest level in nearly 15 years of surveys. My God, Batya, this is just so dark. I do think a lot of it comes down to home ownership and what you talked about in terms of middle class jobs. And I think AI too is potentially in there because you hear about it a lot, how AI is going to be stealing all the jobs and our children aren't going to be able to find work at all thanks to rampant AI that has no master reeling it in. But what are your thoughts on these numbers?
So I think for a long time, we saw the American dream become basically a privilege for the college educated. The working class was really cut out of it thanks to Democratic policies. What we're seeing now is a lot of these over-credentialed college elites who would have 10 years ago been assured of making it into the top 10%, but now because of AI are struggling because of a lot of the entry-level white-collar jobs are being destroyed by AI.
True.
And these people are unbelievably resentful. A lot of them have college debt. They were told they were very special. And at university and college, they were taught to have contempt for people who don't have a college degree. And now they come out of college and are being forced to work in industries that don't require that degree. And so they're very resentful. This is the Mamdani base. This is what's fueling the rise of socialism. Because in their view, the ideal situation would be that you have illegal immigrants doing all of the actual work, everybody else living on some sort of welfare and subsidized housing, and then they can just kind of become podcasters, right? Like that's their, fantasy of the way that the economy works.
Heaven forbid.
Think that labor exactly is beneath them. It's really about, it's a hatred of America, but also a hatred of labor. They've been taught to have immense contempt for work.